I wanted to take a quick moment to just share some of my experiences in working with Emily for anybody who is considering working with her. Emily is an amazing soul. She has this very gentle way of helping to guide you. She has a lot of the tools and understands like sort of the mechanics of running a coaching business and like the step by step how to do things. She has a great way of simplifying it, but perhaps more importantly to me anyways is that she has such a way of helping you connect with your own intuition and your own desires. And that's something that I was trained to do as a coach, but I really didn't understand exactly how to do it until I was held in that space myself. And that's something that I've carried forward into my business. So I worked with Emily one-on-one over 2 years ago. I hired her in May of 2021. I'm recording this, it's actually the beginning of October of 2023. And I've continued to work with Emily since then as a member in the Mother Mind. And I deeply cherish every time that I get to connect with her or within her circles, the other women that that are aligned and working with Emily are always so supportive. I've made so many friends through being a part of the Mother Mind. And I really just always feel held, both by Emily and by the spaces that she creates. Emily helped me right away, and this wasn't something that like she told me to do. It was entirely my own choice, but she helped support me in making the decision to leave my day job and fully chase after my dream of running my own coaching business. And part of that dream for me was really to be able to have more space to be with my daughter. And it's been so expansive. It felt pretty radical to be leaving my job when my business really was not set up yet. It was not supporting me. There was no way that it was going to replace my income. But when we looked at the cost of childcare and the toll that my job was taking on me mentally and not really being able to put my passion or energy into my business, like my business was getting what was left, which was close to nothing. And so it was really hard to grow at that time. And so I took that leap of faith, and I'm so, so glad that I did. I have been reflecting recently, actually, because I'm now pregnant with my second baby. And so I'm just kind of like reflecting on that time, like, the past few years of being a mom. And I find that I'm such a totally different person. And that has a lot to do with both what I've experienced within my business, and I attribute a lot of that because of the support that I've received through working with Emily and through being in circles with Emily. So I think the biggest thing to know about working with her is just that she does this really incredible job of blending, like, this is what the book says, this is what you should be doing, this is what has worked and been successful for people, and this is the way, like, she kind of massages it and helps you to understand how you can incorporate that with your own intuition and with what feels right for you, so that you're not just like following a formula and getting stuck on, well, I have to do it this way, or I'm not going to be successful if I don't do X, Y, or Z. She does a good job of helping you to get clear on what's going to work for you. And I've carried forward, like, I so often will find myself in a situation of trying to, especially around marketing, like trying to market a program. And I can hear Emily and her guidance and like kind of just encouraging me that I don't have to make it so hard, that it can be fun, that I can do what makes sense to me. And that has worked really well. Like, sometimes you think that something's not going to work, and it has. And so I just enrolled, I just opened a new program called Mama's Alchemy that is a health and life coaching program, but it's really about like the emotional and mental support for mamas. And this feels like the most heart-aligned program that I've ever opened. But I was going through the launch in like the early part of my first trimester, and I was so, so tired. And so there's a lot of the formula that didn't get followed. There's a lot of things that I maybe could have or should have done that didn't happen. And yet I was able to fill the program. I have a few people that I've worked with before, so they're, returning clients and they're loyal and they know the power and the magic of coaching and what I have to offer in the spaces that I now create. And then I also was able to bring in some new faces, people who know me, but they have not worked with me before, and they're really excited and feeling aligned. And so I think that's the beauty for me, is not that like it's filling a program, but it's filling a program with the women that I know are meant to be there and that I know are going to receive the medicine and that I'm also going to learn from. That's something else that Emily has helped me to see, is that I'm always learning and growing in connection with my clients too. I am very happy to talk with anybody. If you have questions about working with Emily, I'm happy to chat with you, because I know that can sometimes be easier to talk with somebody who's done it before. And so I'd be happy to do that and share anything else. I'm an open book. Thank you so much for listening.